Okay, dudes, welcome back to The Witness. I've got to say, after a fairly uneventful time in that other game, Outer Wilds, yesterday, it's actually kind of cool to be playing a game where I can just sort of, kick off my shoes and lean back, chill out, max, relax, all cool, as the kids say, and solve a few puzzles. Speaking of which, I just spotted a yellow box upon loading, so I'm pretty excited for that. Looks like we're going to have to solve puzzles to open up the various doors in this tower, and that's fine. That's a thing I'm sure we can do. I feel like I was here before. Yeah, this was the town. How did I not realise that there's fucking puzzles everywhere in the town? Did I not notice these cables? I mean, I must have done, but I guess I didn't really realise what the cables meant. There is the problem that, there's the problem that the puzzles are a bit grim round here. I feel like this is like the end game zone, so maybe we'll leave this one for now. As kind of lame as that is, I kind of want to, not dive in the deep end. We still haven't learnt what some of these things mean, after all. For example, the crazy shape options. I don't know what the crazy shapes mean. Do you know what the crazy shapes mean? You probably do. You've probably figured it out. You're a smart guy or gal over there, aren't you? But the crazy shapes are a bit beyond me right now. Tell you what might not be beyond me, and I just want to go have a quick look-see at it while we try and remember where we haven't been. We'll go back over towards the start of the game. There was that one puzzle, wasn't there? That one puzzle that I eyed up right at the start and was like, I don't understand this, I'll come back to it later. Well, no, I think I understand. I understand all the elements of it. It was around, it's here, it's right here. Yeah, it's just we gotta fill in the dots, and we gotta separate the blacks from the whites. That's something we're super familiar with. How is this even possible? Immediately, I see an issue here. That's not a thing I can do, is it? Unless it draws two lines at the same time, but it doesn't seem to be drawing two lines at the same time. Oh, we can start it. I didn't realise there were other starting points. Okay, I'm just a big dum-dum, that's fine. We can't start here either because we need to bisect these two. We can't start here because we need to go both right and left, so we have to start here. And if we start here, we have to do this. So far, so sensible, right? So far, so sensible. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then this. Pretty happy with this so far. We need to separate those off like that. We also need to be able to do that, which is going to stick some blacks with some whites, which is not what we want. So, okay, hang on. Nope. If we do this, right, and then this, that's good. That's good. We just have to factor in a couple of extra little bits, and we'll be happy. So if we go like, we dip down here, right, and then we, no, that's not going to work. We're going to have to come up here first. Then we might as well do that. Then we need to get this black. Okay, hang on, I'm getting somewhere. We do that, then that, and then that. Yeah? Hey, that wasn't so bad. You just got to think about these things logically, you need to consider your angles of approach. Like, I mean, there was 4 starting points there, but only one of them was in any way viable. So, I mean, you know, all worked out pretty good, didn't it? I don't know what. And just open this. No. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Hello. Another one of these. Let me doodle it. What I should just be doing is taking fucking pictures on my phone. That would be much more sensible than trying to draw these out. Because the last time I drew one of these out, and I'm pretty certain I did enter it in the right place. But I did that, and now the answer I got doesn't really seem to work. I'm gonna take a photo on my phone. I'm gonna use my modern technology here. Oop. That will come in super handy. Thank you, phone. Now, is there anything else back towards the start? I don't know if I really explored the start properly. I was just sort of like, oh, there's a locked door there. That tells me there's more stuff to be seen around here. I mean, these are just the starting puzzles. We've seen all these, but I mean, look, we can go along here. It looks like that puzzle does power something, right? I do remember there was that puzzle that we could solve in 2 different ways. And it sent the beam in different directions. Hello, look at this! A secret! A secret! See, it pays to retrace your steps occasionally. We get back down there easily. Thing is, if we change this now, are we not going to be able to get out of the courtyard again? Like, is it going to close this door again? There's an audio log there. Aha!
I am standing on the threshold about to enter a room. It is a complicated business. In the first place, I must shove against an atmosphere pressing with a force of 14 pounds on every square inch of my body. I must make sure of landing on a plank, traveling at 20 miles a second around the sun. A fraction of a second too early or too late, the plank would be miles away. I must do this whilst hanging from a round planet head outward into space and with a wind of ether blowing at no one knows how many miles a second through every interstice of my body. The plank has no solidity of substance. To step on it is like stepping on a swarm of flies. Shall I not slip through? No. If I make the venture, one of the flies hits me and gives me a boost up again. I fall again and am knocked upwards by another fly, and so on. I may hope that the net result will be that I remain about steady, but if, unfortunately, I should slip through the floor or be boosted too violently up to the ceiling, the occurrence would be not a violation of the laws of nature, but a rare coincidence. These are some of the minor difficulties. I ought really to look at the problem 4-dimensionally as concerning the intersection of my world line with that of the plank. Then again, it is necessary to determine in which direction the entropy of the world is increasing in order to make sure that my passage of the threshold is an entrance, not an exit. Verily, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a scientific man to pass through a door. And whether the door be barn door or church door, it might be wiser that he should consent to be an ordinary man and walk in, rather than wait till all the difficulties involved in a really scientific ingress are resolved. Arthur Eddington, 1927.
What a load of bollocks. What an absolute load of bollocks. That is sort of the definition of overthinking it, isn't it? Okay. What a fun puzzle this one's gonna be. Can't just spiral out and keep going, in the immortal words of Tool. So we're gonna have to come up with something else here. We can spiral. Yeah, we can just do this, can't we? Yeah, cool. Easy. And this is just gonna. Oh no! I thought this was just gonna take us back. I think this will probably just take us back, right? But I guess what we were looking for was this. Another one of these standalone puzzles that we've solved a couple of before. So I don't really know what they mean. We decided that, yeah, you can only have one line touching those triangle boxes. I think that's how those work. But I don't really know what these are doing yet. I'm not sure I'll ever know what these are doing, but I mean, I'm solving them. They've got to be doing something, right? Got to be doing something. Ooh. Ooh, I see you there. I see you. Right. Like this. I'm too good for this world. Whoever sat down and designed this game was not prepared for the mighty, mighty brain of a 2 times university dropout. In my defense, the 3rd time seems to be sticking, so, you know, I'm not doing too bad. What am I doing now, then? I mean, I know we have puzzles in town to solve, but I don't know what they are or why. So I feel like I still need to do like one more tutorial zone to understand the idea of the funny spiky shapes. And for that, I don't know where I need to be. I know there's stuff, where was... No, not here. I'm trying to remember. There was a place where I opened a door and then went to the next... Let's try putting that thing we just found into the windmill puzzle first. Let's do that since we're here. I know we still have that one halfway up the mountain that I bailed out on halfway through because I just can't get my head around that one puzzle, but we'll come back to that. Okay, where's my phone? There it is, right in front of me, of course. Modern technology, bless me with your secrets. Right, okay, so in this instance we start... No? Is it upside down? Yeah, it's upside down. Okay, cool, that's fine. Start here, and we go like this. Oh. Hello.
Well, that's no better a solution than any of the others, is it? So, in the end, have we learned anything from this look at why the world turned out the way it did that's of any use to us in our future? Something, I think. That the key to why things change is the key to everything. How easy is it for knowledge to spread? And that in the past, the people who made change happen were the people who had that knowledge, whether they were craftsmen or kings. Today, the people who make things change, the people who have that knowledge, are the scientists and the technologists who are the true driving force of humanity. And before you say, what about the Beethovens and the Michelangelos? Let me suggest something with which you may disagree violently. That at best, the products of human emotion, art, philosophy, politics, music, literature, are interpretations of the world that tell you more about the guy who's talking than about the world he's talking about.
I wasn't expecting this.
Second-hand views of the world.
Oh.
Made third-hand by your interpretation of them. Things like that. As opposed to this. Know what it is?
A tree.
It's a bunch of amino acids. The stuff that goes
I
to
was
build
close.
up a worm, or a geranium, or you. This
Me?
stuff's easier to take, isn't it? Understandable. Got people in it. This scientific knowledge is hard to take because it removes the reassuring crutches of opinion, ideology, and leaves only what is demonstrably true about the world.
You shitting on art, mate?
And the reason why so many people may be thinking about throwing away those crutches is because, thanks to science and technology, they have begun to know that they don't know so much. And
All
that
I
if they are
know.
to have more say in
is
what
that I
happens to
don't
their
know
lives,
nothing.
more freedom to develop their abilities to the
Operation
full.
Ivy.
They have to be helped towards that knowledge
Paraphrasing
that they know
Plato or someone.
exists and that they don't possess. And by help towards that knowledge, I don't mean give everybody a computer and say help yourself. Where would you even start? No, I mean trying to find ways to translate the knowledge, to teach us to ask the right questions. See, we're on the edge of a revolution in communications technology that is going to make that more possible than ever before.
Think he's ever going to shut up?
Or, if that's not done, to cause an explosion of knowledge that will leave those of us who don't have access to it as powerless as if we were deaf, dumb, and blind. And I don't think most people want that. So what do we do about it? I don't know.
Oh,
But maybe
helpful.
a good start would be to recognize within yourself the ability to understand anything, because that ability's there, as long as it's explained clearly enough. And then go and ask for explanations. And if you're thinking right now, what do I ask for? Ask yourself if there's anything in your life that you want changed. That's where to start.
I want to solve more puzzles. Yesterday, Tomorrow and You, written and presented by James Burke. The BBC... Is this a BBC programme? I assume this was recorded specifically for this, but I guess maybe they got the rights to some BBC stuff. So I'm wondering now if the solution that I filled in on here previously was upside down the whole time. If that's the case, then I might just be a moron. Hopefully I still have it with me. It's been sat on my desk tormenting me. Yeah, I think... Okay.
So it's absolutely simple what I have to say to you. It's what my teacher said to me. And I'm still deeply discovering the reverberation of that. And it's simply stop looking for what you want.
Wait, you just told me to look for what I want.
Cynically stop looking for what you want. Because there's a way of stopping looking for what you want in resignation and cynicism and closing down.
Your videos are contradicting each other.
Innocently, openly, stop looking for what you want in this moment. Not tomorrow when you have it. But in this moment, to take one moment, whatever it is you want, however mundane or profound, and just stop looking for it. And you will find more than what you could ever want. Because more than what can be wanted is already who you are.
I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of pseudo-intellectual
Too simple to be grasped,
jargon, isn't it?
but absolutely, completely realizable.
I feel like we're all meant to stroke our chins and go, yes, I agree. Without really having any fucking clue what she's saying.
You are willing to give up your hope that what you want will be found in the next thought, or the next activity, or the next day, or the next man, or the next woman, or the next teaching.
Why are you only stopping at men and
or the
women?
next experience. So that's huge. That's the challenge.
Way to exclude the trans community there.
And I've
The gender fluid among us.
blessedly traveled to Australia to challenge you in that direction, that directionless direction.
I think she always speaks in this sort of whispery voice.
It's so simple that it has to be said over and over, because it just slips right by the mind. And if it's said over and over and in enough ways and then not said,
I think she's putting it on for the bit, or
it can just be revealed.
this is just her voice all the time. It's kind of calming.
Not as something new,
Like, I'm not taking anything in, but
but as something absolutely fresh.
pretty cool experience.
Not new, but fresh.
Imagine having one of those voices that like cut to the bone, you know,
Always not new,
instead of this voice.
but it is always fresh.
This one I'm stuck with, eh?
Who you think you are is old and dead.
Yeah, I am pretty old, thanks. I'm not dead yet, though. That's pretty mean.
Trying to think it a little better. Squeeze some life. Did Is that clear? It is?
No,
That's really the basis of what I have to say.
not clear at all.
It's not a teaching. It's not a belief system. It's not a way to live your life. It's not a should stop. It's not an if you stop, you will be rich and famous and universally loved and never have a sad moment. None of that, I promise. But if you're willing to investigate for yourself without believing it or learning it or hoping to get something from it, just a pure investigation out of the natural curiosity of the human mind, just to investigate for yourself what is here when I stop trying to get anything. And how much of that is here? And where does that begin? And where does that end? And then the question, am I willing to trust that? And then the challenges get very big. But we'll get to that later. Any questions about what I just said? Want me to say it again?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
You already are everything you want, only maybe not in the way you imagine what you want. And it's that imagination itself that keeps you from discovering that you already are everything you want. So if you just take this evening as an experiment to give up any imagination, any image of what you need to be totally fulfilled, just give it up. It's just an image, just a thought. Maybe a spiritual thought, maybe a worldly thought, a relationship thought, career thought. Just give it up. And directly discover what's here, unthought, unimagined. How's that? Good. Good.
There we go, now we're done. I don't know. I like a lot of things about this game. It doesn't half like to waffle though, doesn't it? I feel like if I find any more of these, I mean there's clearly 4 more, I'll come back, slap them on and sit and listen, but I don't know. I feel like this game thinks it's smarter than it is, you know? And it is a very smart game, don't get me wrong, like the puzzles are very fucking clever, but it could have just stuck with the puzzles. All the audio logs, all the videos, they're all just a bit, I don't know, preachy, I guess. You know? A bit full of themselves. I guess there's something calming to listen to while I solve puzzles in the case of the audio logs, but those videos, I mean, if I'm going to sit and watch them, that's, yeah, it is what it is. I want to get over there. There's a yellow box. There's a yellow box. But this is here. But yeah, we need to be on the other bank, basically. I feel like I did get over there at one point and got stumped by a puzzle that was honestly quite simple looking. I just didn't understand the mechanics of it yet, and I'm hoping it was like a Tetris puzzle was the one that was stumping me, because now that I know how to solve them pretty competently, I can actually move on. Up here? Is it up here? Ah. Desert Temple. This is where we get the mirror shield, I believe. Definitely been here once before as well. But I don't even think I found any puzzles here. I think I was struggling with the whole having anything to do at all in this place. Oh, some puzzles down there. Oh, there's a puzzle here. Was I just blind when I was here before? Entirely possible. That sounds like me. So what? Okay. So immediately we're off to an interesting start. Do we have to look for that shape somewhere and consider the possibilities as such? There's an awful lot of strange lines and things around here that I feel like are going to be relevant in some way. And I'm not sure it's the sort of way I'm going to enjoy. Need some indication as to what and why and how. We might leave this one for now on the basis that it's not immediately clicking with me, and maybe I can come back to it with a fresh perspective. Because I wanted to try and get to that one yellow box I could see on that sort of cliffside bit. Over here. Yeah, over here. I feel like this is going to be a bit more, you know, good old-fashioned puzzles. Good puzzles that I can get my teeth into, you know. Down there, I believe, is the entrance. Oh, that is over in the orange forest. I was just an idiot. Okay, cool. Cool. I've fully reconciled myself with my own incompetence. It's been a while since me and my incompetence met up like this, but now that we're on the same level again, you know where to begin. Yeah, here we go. This. So, we now know what we didn't know before, is that we can glue our shapes together like that. But there is still the slight issue of how we go about that. Now, neither of them are slightly tilted, which I assume they had to be in order to be allowed to rotate them, but maybe I was off the mark on that the whole time. What if I just... No, okay. They're not allowed to be tilted. How do we draw this shape then? If it's not allowed to rotate it, it doesn't seem to me like it could fit. Oh, of course it can fit somewhere. I'm just being an idiot. You can just do like this. Right? No, not like this. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Like that? That's the right shape, but how do we... Oh, okay, okay, yeah, I'm just going at it backwards here. This was quite a hard one, to be fair. I understand why I got stuck on this, but... with my age and wisdom comes experience. I don't think that really meant anything, did it? But I said it. Where are we starting here? That's clearly where we're heading. Guess we'll follow this cable back. There's got to be a start point somewhere. Furnace. For burning things. That's some... I mean, it's a quarry of some sort, right? But... I don't know what the... Is it a quarry or is it like a half-constructed building? I don't know. Could go either way, really. I've seen the puzzles, don't worry. I'm just coming out here to have a quick look, see what we're dealing with here. It's like train tracks leading into the ocean, which doesn't seem like the best idea, honestly, but who am I to judge? I'm not an architect. I'm not a train engineer. This feels like something I can solve quite easily. And how about this one? This one's solvable? Of course it is. Of course it is. Wait, hang on. There we go. Seems like a lot of these shortcut doors never really seem to be really worth much, you know? I guess it's nice to have that extra option, but I mean, aside from anything else, how often do you come back to places like this? This is interesting. I've been assuming from day one that the stone people were actual, like, people once who had been turned to stone. I don't know why that was my first assumption. It's just they all seemed very sort of lifelike, almost like they were in the middle of things, which is not normally how you would craft a sculpture in my experience. But this seems to indicate that, hey, there's a fucking statue workshop here where people have been crafting these. So I guess I was sort of over fantasizing it. I guess all these statues are just statues, you know. I know there's a puzzle over there. I just kind of want to get my bearings first. Bit of a look around. We've been up here, haven't we? I feel like we somehow got down here from the cliff top before. Yeah, from over there. Alright, okay. Is there a sort of start point puzzle around here somewhere, or do we have to do the one inside the building? I assume we have to do the one inside the building. Okay, back down we go then. It looked like it was almost like a switch sort of mechanism, this one. Ah, okay. Well, this seems impossible. But it's willing to accept a failed solution. I'm curious. Have a look around, see if that made any difference to anything. This hasn't turned on. Oh, there are puzzles up there. How do I get up there? There's puzzles up there as well. Okay, this has done something. Let's just try. That made something hum. What did that turn on? Turn something on. Oh, it gave us a ramp up to here. Okay, cool. Alright. So, I guess we learn how to do shapes today. Today we're playing with our shapes. Right. Okay. I guess we'll trial and error this and see what we can figure out by the solution. It needs something. I don't know what that something is. Been trying to like just go across two of the edges, but not even sure that's possible. What do you want? How do I solve you? Oh. Wait, what? Okay, hang on. What? I didn't collect the black blob. So how was the puzzle complete? Is it saying that if you oh all right. Still don't really get it. It seems to turn on anything that it's in a subsection with. So if I just went like, fuck it. It only turns on one thing that it's in a subsection with, I guess. Okay. Alright. That is such a bizarre concept. Okay. I think I vaguely get it. But if it, presumably if it doesn't have something to turn on, not gonna work, is it? I can't really get it to a position where it doesn't. Oh, there we go. There we go. And then this one just doesn't have one. That makes it very hard for me to learn your new mechanic, video game. There we go. And then it's the same puzzle again, but we need to leave it a toy to play with. It's so weird. It is genuinely really bizarre to me, this one. It's going to be the sort of, like, I sort of vaguely understand it now, but it's the sort of thing where if you throw this into a puzzle with like any other mechanic whatsoever, it will absolutely destroy my brain. Okay, so we do. No, that's not going to work. And that's also not going to work. Can we just like? Nope. Nope. Yes, there we go. There we go. Cool. What did that do? Turned on that. And what is this? Again, I don't know what this is doing. Oh, it's doing this. Hooray! Beam me up, Scotty. I did a Star Trek reference. Am I cool now? I can honestly say... Actually, I'm not going to say I've never seen an episode of Star Trek, because I had a friend who was pretty into it, and I sort of half watched a couple of episodes when they were, but this gives me access to the let's now that we've got a sort of bigger view of the area, I can perhaps see what these are doing. Let's just lower the ramp again. Okay, yeah. Alright. these just raise and lower the ramps. I don't really know what the point of that is. I suppose it's to allow me to get down again. Put it back up again then. But yeah, as I was saying, I've never really watched Star Trek. I've absolutely never seen any of the movies, any of the new ones, any of the old ones, any of anything. I don't know, it just never really seemed like my jam. It seemed a bit... I'm not necessarily against sci-fi as a concept, but... I do that now, is that gonna... Yeah, okay. I sort of get how this works. It's sort of like a... do one part of the puzzle wrong. Puzzle. You get me? I guess it's pretty multi-purpose. It'll work on several different types of puzzle, and this is one of them. Audio log there. Let's listen to it. Been on doing a lot of that today, but whatever.
Divine in man,
Saves me from talking about Star Trek, doesn't it?
and he is easily tempted to embody it in a concrete form: a church, a country, a social system, a leader, so that he may realize it with less effort and serve it with more profit. Yet, the attempt to externalize the kingdom of heaven in a temporal shape must end in disaster. It cannot be created by charters or constitutions, nor established by arms. Those who seek for it alone will reach it together, and those who seek it in company will perish by themselves. Hugh Kingsmill, 1944.
Kingsmill, like the guy who makes the bread. Guess he was quite a talkative fella. Like this. These ones seem easier than the dot ones somehow. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm more used to the mechanic now, but... No, that's not going to work. You crafty video game, you... Nope, nope, because then we're not encompassing this. Okay, okay. Like this. Like this. Oh boy. Oh no. Right. Okay, hang on. Give me a minute here. Bring... No, that's not going to work. Like this. Fucking hell, I'm good. Look at that. Is this the same one? Oh no, it's got one more green on it. And I think that one more green is really going to fucking mess me up. Okay. Now we've got 2 reds in the bunch. I'm thinking about this the wrong way, aren't I? I want to cut off the reds this time. I do this. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I feel like I had the solution for a second there, and now it's slipped through my fingers again. Like the cruel mistress it is. Oh yeah, I get it. We just need to cut out this bit of green right here, and then do that. Awesome. Oh, many colours today. How exciting. Okay. I mean, clearly not. I know that would turn the blue one red, right? Yeah. That should work. Yeah, okay, cool. That took me a minute. I wasn't quite reading that the way it was meant to be read. Why is this one small? Where's the... Yeah, okay. Okay. That one really wasn't that bad. I don't know why that was last in the list. Oh no. I've seen this puzzle before. I've seen this exact puzzle before, right? Except now it's different. There's no obvious second start point, or fourth start point. And also now it's got a purple thing in it. This is very, very similar to that one I solved back at the start of the game, though. So, what we have here is hell. This is what hell looks like. When you're looking at the biblical descriptions of hell, just realise this was the true answer all along. This is what hell really is. Okay. Alright. Which looks like it almost works, except it actually doesn't. Hang on. Hang on. We just reset this one real quick. Now I think in places like this we really need to start at a corner and let the purple thingy pick up the misplaced dot, right? Shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah? Is that right before I click it? The whites and blacks are all separated and there's one dot for the purple thing to clean up. Oh, come on. Come on, look at me. Truly a smart boy. Truly the smartest of boys. Right. So if we're starting in the middle, it seems to me there's no way I'm going to be able to truly split the reds from the greens unless I'm having a bit of a struggle. Yeah, okay, I see. I see the issue. Yeah, alright. I see the issue, but I have no idea how to solve it. We need to leave ourselves a red one out. Even my dog's upset about it. Hang on, if we do... Nope. That's definitely not any sort of solution. I do feel like I'm close though. Yeah, what if... hang on, bear with me, I do that. Yeah, there we go. That one boggled my mind a bit. I wasn't used to the whole spiraling out thing. It makes it feel like you're cutting things off even when you're not, so it's, I don't know. That one just wasn't tuned with my brain, obviously. Where's it going now? Up to the roof. Okay, cool. We will head upstairs then. Yeah, this whole area is massively throwing me. This is where the puzzles stop being simple. Like, obviously it's still a fairly simple concept, but just that extra sort of stage of detachment where you know you have to solve the puzzle, except not solve one part of the puzzle, and you don't know which part of that puzzle that's going to be until everything starts to fall into place for you. It's a bit of a mind boggler. Can I get to there? Is that a thing I can get to? I feel like this is just going to turn the lift on. Right? Yeah. What's the point in all this? And we can make it go up. Unless there's like somewhere else we can get to. Oh yeah. Need to actually hit all the dots. Oh yeah, this is moving good and slowly. Yeah, no rush, it's fine. I've got nowhere to be or anything. I'll just take in the sights. Eternally extending placid blue ocean. Right out to the horizon. With the cartoon clouds. I feel like this lift is so slow that no one will ever use it for a shortcut. So it has to be part of the puzzle somehow. There has to be something we can do with this lift. Especially since we've gone through all that trouble just to power it, right? It doesn't look like doing all that achieved anything except turning the lift on. So unless I'm hugely mistaken, comes out from there, it runs around to the lift. That's it. I mean, where's the rest of all this going? Let's follow the wire back from the. Oh, hang on. Is that powered now? I think that's powered now. I think we're done. Shit. I don't know how that ended up getting powered. I don't know which puzzle it was we solved that turned this on, but fucking A, I guess. Oh no, hang on, we've still got another half to go. Where's that one go? That shed over there. Okay. Okay. I thought that shed was part of the puzzles on the other side. Or that business over there, but it's clearly not, is it? It's a this side sort of thing. That lift though. Like, what? Why? Just ask why. It is genuinely quicker to take the stairs. I'm sure it's a very good service lift if I was lifting heavy blocks of masonry up and down and everything. It's very world building and all that, but not hugely cool for me as a gamer. Right, I think we've probably done enough for today. We're gonna be terrified of these puzzles next time. I guess maybe we'll finally learn what the spiky bits all mean. That should be exciting, shouldn't it? Look out for that in a couple of days, and I will see you guys then. Bye!